Hello. Happy Friday. Well, I've not really got a lot to say, really. Not a lot to tell you. I could tell you about the craft show, couldn't I? It was a very nice church, very, very modern. I had a stall with two rails either side. And it was very, very nice. Sadly, I didn't sell an awful lot. But that wasn't the reason why I'd gone. I'd gone because, like, being new to the area, I wanted to know what was going on, who people were, hoping that I would meet some nice people there. I mean, I met the lady Reverend. I think she's called Kath. Very nice lady. The church was beautiful, yeah. Very modern, very nice. So, it was nice. But, as I say, I didn't sell an awful lot, but that didn't worry me. Because I hadn't gone with the mindset that I was going to sell out a load of stuff. I was going there with the mindset that I would hopefully meet some nice local people, which I did. Everybody was very, very friendly. Everybody was lovely and nice. And it was sort of like a bit like the gathering of the clans, because I was with my friend June, and when we all started chatting, we all sort of came from different areas of Manchester, which is rather funny. I've kind of like everybody I speak to seems to come from Manchester. I don't know what there is about Fleetwood, why we all gravitate, towards Fleetwood. But I met two lovely ladies, one that she sold the most fantastic gowns, absolutely beautiful gowns, full of sequins and embroidery and everything, and like furry jackets and things. If I had a nightlife, and I was about that thin, I would have definitely bought from her. It was absolutely, her stuff was gorgeous. And then there was another lady there. If I can find the proper names, I'll put them in the comments underneath. But, brain fade, it's just gone from me. There was another lady who sold the most beautiful boho clothes. Oh, my goodness, I could have bought the whole rail. Fantastic stuff. She had beautiful stuff. But again, all for people about that big, which, I'm that big. So, even though I was, lovely, nothing fitted me. So, I did buy a cake, which doesn't help when you're trying to be that big and you finish up that big. And it was a rather gorgeous cake, and they did well. They sold out completely the cakes. And we also had a piece of pizza, which again doesn't help with the old figure, But never mind. And several cups of coffee, of course, But it was a great experience. I loved it. And I got sort of inspired by being around other people who had lovely stalls. I had taken my camera, got to film it for you all. Opens it up, it went dee, the battery is low, thump. Closed itself down. And I purposely put it on charge the night before. Now what had happened, I don't know, because I've since put it on charge and it's fine. I was thinking, oh no, I need a new camera, Gonna have to splurge and get myself a camera, No. We'll get on to another subject about that in a minute. Anyway, it was fabulous. One of the ladies who does the boho, she does TikToking, whatever that is, TikTok, on the beach, showing her clothes and stuff. So she has promised that she will show me how to TikTok with some of my clothes. Because I was explaining the difficulties I was having to sell my stuff. Because, I've had inquiries about a couple of my things, but they're mostly from people in America. And it sounds as though I'm being reluctant to get back to people. But the postage is embarrassing, to have to say to somebody, well, the postage can be like £20, plus the cost of whatever it is you're buying from me. So I just kind of get embarrassed. I think I would rather have a web page where it's all set out and it's got the postage on, so that people who are asking me about things know what they're letting themselves in for, if you know what I'm saying, Anyway, one lady did actually promise that she would help me with a web page, but, you know, clueless. I've forgotten who it was. I'll have to look back in my conversations and see if I can get back in touch with her. But the lady who does the TikToking, she insists I need an iPad, or another lady said I need an iPad. I don't have an iPad, and to be quite honest, I don't really want to splurge out any more money per week for internet and everything like that. As you know, I'm trying to pay off the debt I have for the mobility little phoned up scooter. My own fault. I put it on my credit card. Nobody to blame but me. But I wanted it, and I wanted it then and there and now. I didn't want to wait till I'd saved up the money, which is like, hello stupid, you know. So now I'm paying, you know, credit card bill. Ha ha. But we won't go there. Anyway, all in all, really, I had a fantastic day. I really enjoyed it. Really did. Even though my sales were small, I felt like I'd made a whole raft of friends, which is what I was more interested in, to be quite honest. I'd not gone with the, oh, I'm going to sell everything out mentality. I'd gone with the, well, I'll show people what I can do. Hopefully they'll remember me. Hopefully they might get back in touch with me. Gave a lot of cards out, you know, business cards, you know. And I thought, we'll see what we can do. Anyway, I've not really been doing much. I sort of had a big frenzy of like making stuff up to the fair. And then, excuse me while I have a drink. Yeah. Today is the first day of the rest of the miserable week, so I should be filming this on a Monday, shouldn't I really? But anyway, I did this frenzy of stuff, didn't I, ready for the craft fair. And so after that, it was sort of like a bit of a, well, not a slump, but you know what I mean. I was like, I had nothing to aim for. I had nothing that I had to do. I'd actually started making some granny squares. You know, I'm using them out the shed, really. And so I made another of the waistcoats, this time in a bigger size. Excuse it, because it's not been blocked. People who say, why do you block things? If it's granny squares, they poke about, they don't lie flat. So this is another waistcoat, vest, or whatever you want to call it. But it's done in a bigger size this time. Yeah. It's done with browns, all shades of browns at the bottom. It still needs blocking and it still needs buttons. It will have buttons on it eventually. When I, you know, motivate myself and sew the buttons on it. It probably means a trip to the shed to find the right kind of buttons. And I have been in the shed once since I came back because I was putting stuff back out of... I take the things in big laundry bags for ease of transporting. So I need to put them back into the plastic boxes because it's easier to store them in the shed. Pardon. Yeah. But I do need to do something about my sales. I do need to make my webpage. Why is it always with me like manana or tomorrow or yeah, I'll do that tomorrow? I've got really, I don't know whether it's laziness or whether it's kind of being retired, your time's your own and you don't have deadlines. And I think that's what I'm missing in my life. I think I need to set myself deadlines. I'm going to do this on such a day and I'm going to do it. Yeah. Instead of like doing nothing kind of till lunchtime, then thinking, oh, it's time to watch Loose Women. Or if you're in America, it's like The View, yeah. And then I'll start just poodling about, you know, just doing this and that and the other and not really getting anything much done. And then it gets to sort of tea time and then I think to myself, oh, we're having tea, dinner, whatever you want to call it now. And then I get stuck into watching something on the TV. But I do need to find myself something to do because I can't sit and do nothing. How people sit just like goggling at the TV with nothing, not doing anything, I will never understand. My mother used to have a saying the devil makes work for idle hands. In other words, you don't sit there doing nothing. You had to be doing something. And it's kind of stayed with me. It's like my mantra. I'm 76 now and it's still in my head. You don't sit there doing nothing. Yeah. I can kind of do it if it's sunny and I'm out in the back garden and I'm sitting on a lounger and I'm thinking, I'm relaxing, I'm sunbathing or whatever. But that lasts about 5 minutes because I can't do with the sun on my face. And so I have to have my hat pulled down. I do miss my decking. I really do miss my decking. Sitting there with the birds in the hedge, if you remember, if you go back. If you're a new person to my channel, you won't know. But I used to have this massive wooden decking at my old house. And there was a hedge at the side. Oh, excuse me one moment.